Hey, what's up, y'all? Happy Saturday Morning Live, Season 7, Episode 6. Is my working and everything? Oh, it seems to be. What's up, y'all? Okay. I'm trying to clean my hands because I just got back in from work. Those of you who think that I don't do nothing on Saturdays, I did. Let me go get my cold drink real quick. And then we'll get assembled. Mmm, my delicious and refreshing cold drip. Oh, well, JBot just automatically worked. That's everything super weirdly is working right now. Wow. Okay, I'm impressed. What's up, y'all? Let me go back over the comments real quick. My back hurts. I'm so tired. So tired. Uh, you've been slow. I was just saying to Kim last night, it's like, where were all these people when it was slow back in November? Well, like, all of a sudden, they're like, everybody needs everything, and I literally had to go finish a job this morning, and when I left work yesterday, I had to go open 2 hotel rooms. Everybody, all commercial, everything commercial has like either failed or whatever. It all started with the freeze. I think that's what happened was when it got really cold. Everybody decided to fix things, I guess. I don't know. Doors were breaking, and this wasn't a case of door breaking, but yeah, yeah, as the title suggests, this is my vacation, man. I'm exhausted, and I have a blister on my finger in a really weird spot, right there. Not this finger. Actually, I just noticed this morning when I was pulling pins out of the chamber to finish up on this job. I was like, wow, that finger is really sore. And I've got tough fingertips, so I'm trying to figure out how this popped up though. Like maybe just holding the cylinders while I'm unscrewing caps and stuff. Ah, telling you to do a commercial locksmith video series. I know, and I saw a bunch of messages come through in the classroom on the in one of the classrooms I had put a due date for yesterday on one, so I don't know how that played out because literally I didn't get in until like 8 o'clock last night, ate dinner, and then asleep, and then right back up first thing this morning. So, yeah, this right now, this 2 hours is the first time that I've sat down since last Saturday. Well, not counting Sunday, but okay, so since Monday, I guess. Since Monday technically, or Sunday technically, I didn't do anything. But yeah, so whoosa. It ended up being 85 cylinders, 8-ish panic devices, a whole bunch of padlocks. Oh, 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 I'm getting old. I'm getting old. You know there were deadlines. If you're in the lock, if you're in the store members class, then there is no deadlines. I put a deadline on the first quiz for the regular class a week and a half ago for the first quiz to make people take it. I don't know if we have some zeros out there. I'm not afraid to throw out some fail grades. I don't know if I can do makeup work or what. I know I hadn't looked, but I know. Should I go look and see if anybody just didn't take it? And if they didn't take it, boom, you got a 0. Boom, you got a 0. But then I take into consideration that everybody else may be busy too. So I don't know. Maybe it'll send a warning and extend it for certain people. I don't know. I gotta go see. One thing I was gonna do was get some more. Well, I'm just gonna drink it out of my USA Palms, not sponsored here. Let's go to this. Oh, we need to assemble shit, don't we? Lockforce assemble. You working? I don't know. I don't have this camera. Let's see if oh, we're about to go dead on the battery too. Let's get you plugged in right there. Let's get that play. Okay, what was I doing? Yeah, Bluetooth is off. So let me see if JBot over here is connected. I don't know if he is or not. Bluetooth. He says you are, but you may not be. Let's go to this.
The Bluetooth device is disconnected. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Where are you going? Where do you think you're going? Better be going to the bakery. I hadn't put that 15-minute sign up either. Oh, I had them both. I had to come in this morning to put my signs out before I went back out. So, I guess I could go clip the 15. Nah, they can deal with it. Deal with it. They're both mine today. Okay, got the camera up. You ain't doing no more classes. There might be fine. You don't get a diploma then. Whatever. 70% to pass? Yeah, I think so. And also we'll factor in that some people taking them are not locksmiths or whatever. I don't care about scores. Let's put it this way. Anybody who goes to the trouble to take the tests or put in a valiant effort will probably still get a thing. Like, I'll offer extra credit to bump it over. How about that? That work? Because I understand some people aren't locksmiths. And some people don't like taking tests. Tugboat and Retired Butcher Boy, thank you for the congrats on the 18,000. Did it actually hit 18? I think it's just showing 18. I think I'm almost there. Yeah, where am I? Yeah, it says it right there, but I think we're still right under. Now we're over. Shit. Okay. I hadn't been able to pay attention to you two. 18046 actually. Boom. Boom. Hey, 18K maths. What's up, James Randolph? Ken underscore. Ken Nixon. Ray Rack. What's up? Good morning. Happy Saturday. Steven's Eyes. What's going on, Anthony? Newhouse. Lynn. What's up? Hospital Locksmith. Welcome to. I think I've seen you before, though. I say, well, hey, thanks for being here. David M. What's up? Yes, the door is open. Key bidding is measuring battle tip. Yeah, everybody answered with the best. Yep. The bestest keys. The bestest keys. So, yeah, the commercial locksmithing video series. This was, and what's fun about this is it's the old Russ one, Corbin Russ one. So, it was large plug, small plug, regular plug, large plug diameter. So, you got two different charts you're working with. And you may have a OEM doorknob, which is the large plug, and above it a standard plug, mortar cylinder, aftermarket. So it's like when you're keying up master keys, you have to bounce between two charts. Your brain has to work. It has to work right. Rich, what's up? It's a lot of thinking involved. Trying to be Oprah. You get a 0. You get a 0. Illinois test is so bad, but I'd love to help redesign it. Anybody use a like SFIC? Oh yeah, I saw comments about that. No, I have not. Seems fairly expensive though. I guess not as expensive as switching out levers, but and or stuff like trilogies and stuff. What was I about to say? Can't remember. I'll think of it. Oh, the test. Yeah. A portion of one of my access control tests was on locks and hardware terminology, which kind of probably planted the seed. God, that was like 8 years ago now, but that kind of planted the seed on that, and I thought it was funny. Like that portion of it, like really amped up my score for the alarm portion. It offset it. So in one way, if you take tests and you are not good in some but better in others, it does better. Long story short, go to where you're supposed to go. But it was mostly all commercial, also access control. But my own, no singing, no music. Stop that. Come on. Yep, thank you. Doop. Go to where you're supposed to be. Let's bounce over and see what's going on out here. But yeah, tests suck. At least you can do it from the comfort of your home and you don't have to like drive an hour and a half to do it like I did. Oh, where did my comment section go? Well, there it is. Some locksmith trivia test. Yeah, see, that could be the extra credit is the funny one. It's kind of like the basic, my basic hardware terminology. Test. It's a tough one. That'll have to be on the unofficial side. I don't know if my hands are ever going to be clean. There you go, scrub them with soap in the bag. Maybe use some Jackson water. Hey.
Can I park right there just to run right here to the shoe store?
Yeah, but I don't think he's there.
Pardon?
I don't think he's there. You can go check. I know, right?
Wow.
Is he? It wasn't earlier. It was. I checked at 10:40 for somebody that pulled up. Oh, rattle the door just in case. No. Man, why?
Right, emergency. They're not open.
Oh, I didn't see the sign, but yeah, somebody was pulled up and I was just like rattled the door for her.
Go find another shoe store.
You know, his son is in Pearl. I don't know if you ever go out to Pearl.
Uh-huh. Okay, I guess I Google it and...
Yeah, it's Williams Shoe Repair.
Uh-huh.
And you know where Heartland Plaza is off Highway 80? It's got that heart billboard out on Highway 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like right in that area. I don't know if he's open today, but
Okay.
he's more stable with his hours.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thanks. Have a good one.
You too.
Oops. Oops. Some graphite gum. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Hey, pocket woman. No. 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 Oh, one fun thing I did this week. It was super fun. 12-foot tall Canadian out of yeah. I'm ready for it. If J-Bot actually decides to work. I'm still gonna jump though. Because it's gonna be super loud. No? Yes? What in the heck's going on with the... Didn't we have the trouble last week with the audio not coming through for me? Or the week before? Switch to default? It should be... Okay, well, how about that? Apply. Even though you're not headphones. What is wrong with you, J-Bot? Or for that matter, speaker computers. Yeah. No, I'm not going to fix shoes. I did some leather stitching when I was in grade school. 8th-ish, 7th, 6th to 7th or 8th grade. Summer camp. Summer leather... what are you embossing with the burning leather basically, and trying to stitch. Didn't I have to stitch together some kind of stupid pouch or something? It looked like shit. I can't stitch worth a crap. So you heard applause and my lights went off. Why can't I hear it, J-Bot? Is this some secret keep it away from Jason thing? I can't even tell that y'all heard it. So, like, there's nothing on my screen that indicates that it was even happening. At least that all works for y'all. In the meantime, I don't know, my audio works any other time, except when I plug it in here. Is this it? No, that's my, okay. We don't really have, I have stuff out on last name table, first name Clark, or wobbles. Alert. You're alerting. Why are you alerting? It's on alert just before I went away. We did hear new sub-applies. Somebody honked right when I turned it on and off.
Bluetooth mode. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Y'all heard it. I know, right? It just said, okay, and then go to here, go to audio. We're going to go to default. We're going to apply it, and then okay. And we can't play any music, so I don't know. I give up. I'll never hear it. I didn't hear the intro song either. No. Yeah, speaking of, oh, that's not a fire thing. The newest Locksmith Ledger sitting up here. Since I hadn't been here, I hadn't seen it yet. Let's see what's inside. Speaking of, I've got a whole stack of them kind of littered amongst my my stuff here, so I need to spend a little bit of time cleaning that up today. Multi-family security. Flash room, ABC, the panic hardware. I have a I've got to go back and fix a Von Duprin 88, I think it was. Is that what it was? The open bar 88? I don't know. I took a picture of it. I have got to go fix it because it's not bouncing back out. And he's thinking there's a spring broken inside. Means I think there's a spring broken inside. What's this? Who's this? Ian Macotella. DeKoff's Law Company. Careful, don't trip. He ain't there. Alright, so, my fingers are so... Alright, Salto debolt. You know, I keep hearing so much, like everybody, Salto this, Salto that. I hadn't Saltoed anything yet. Maybe I should Salto something. I, come to find out, a good customer of ours now owns a hotel, and, I guess they were trying to switch them out themselves and lock the programmer in the room. And when he called, he was like, what are you going to do? He asked, like, he rapid fired like 5 questions at me. There's no handle on it. How are you going to get it open? Do you know anything about these locks? Cobble locks. What happens if you can't get in? Like, and I just said, yeah. Yeah. But I've been meaning to check out the whole salty situation. Installing a locky, but oh god. That Wayne, locky. Well, I don't like these lockies. That's another thing I try to avoid. I try to keep, if I can do my part in keeping bullshit out of this city that we already has enough bullshit, then I'm gonna do it. Obligatory siren. Oh, that's Capitol Police. Oh, that's Sheriff's Department. Oh, that's a funeral. check out the article 38 to 42. I'm almost there. How did now I got an itchy nose. Paper magazines. What's up, Chuck? Yeah, they do. I guess I should be putting on my hat, huh? I'm gonna have impromptu Jason Reeds before I look at page 38 through 42. Why am I looking at page 38 through 42? Is there a Lockforce Academy announcement video? If they're Lockforce, can one of them? Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, the video or the direct link to the. If you look in the description, the direct link to the classroom is there, but I'll post the video unless Rune's got it. I think Dang It Wes is not with us right now. But in the description for this live, I did post. I think I posted the classroom. Why am I looking at this page 38 through 42? Do I need my hat for this? Second article. Hey, sweet. Okay. Yeah, I could. That's like, I've thought about it, seeing some of these articles. I'm like, I could do that, but I'm not going to do that. Don't have time. I'm invested in all my other crap right now. So, thank you, Rune. Damn, this might be the very first time we get to Jason Reeds, somebody who is in chat. I'm going to need my Googles for this. Is this the very first time that we're going to have Jason Reeds with the person who wrote the article in the chat? I think it is. Did you write any articles back like 30 years ago by chance and send them into a small publication called The National Locksmith? If so, this won't be the first time because I read them all. It is, in fact, in the description. Oh. All right. So, how digital mapping is transforming. This is the whole thing you did this? Okay. 38 through 42. 38 through 42. Written by two different people. Okay. Oh. Don't take up two spots, please. Oh, I need to do this, don't I? Second article. All right. So which one? 38 or 42? That's two different people. Unless you are two different people. Converting a... We're going to assume the school security job, the installation. Mastering an unknown key system restores key control while new locks sets secure classrooms. 40 start. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was making sure. Making sure. That's pinching my nose. Hey, Mr. Forbes. So that is a old square trim Corbin Russellin. Is that what that is? Without reading any further, square trim Corbin Russellin, more than likely. Kind of looks it. There were only a couple of people that had big stupid trim. Oh, look at that unit looking. What in the ass is this? Hold on, let me scan it real quick. Make sure there's no bad words in here. Try to fill a minute, damn it. Oh, there's part one. Winning a school security job watch involved replacing classroom door locks with LSDA 5000 lever sets. Step 1. Now it's time to accomplish what the customer wants with the actual installation. So that was Locksmith Ledger. If I could put a digital arrow and make it move with my mouse, I would be clicking on. It doesn't click. Customer wanted to keep the master. Oh my God, skulls, and they're keeping their effing masters for 800 years. Whew. Current master key didn't know any of the real. Yeah, generate. So decoding the lock. So basically, you came through and decoded Corbin Ross one depth various. Yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of what I did. Yeah, that's pretty much. Except I changed it all to the 6-step system. I was like, I could just be stupid and use this old antiquated system, or I could, since I'm completely redoing this everything, just do the 6 steps. And I did, and I'm so glad I did. I'm not going to read the whole article, but yeah, it's probably online or whatever. Why did it have such a big mortise though? Integra. I don't know. Smaller mortise lock. I've never seen one. Sergeant Integra is what that is. That's crazy. Integra. Thank you. It's my reading hat. It's my Jason Reed's hat. My back hurts so bad. Where y'all going? Okay, I'm gonna take a sip of my drink before I go to page 2. I've never seen one of those. And I've seen some shit. Interesting. And I don't like door wraps because they always bang on the frame, or you gotta trim them out and it F's up the door. Custom made latch holder. What was that made from? Where'd you make that from? No. 2x4s around the shop. Heckin' yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I have a whole damn stack of partial 2x4s back there. What's that old guy that does the Facebook where he's like, Dad, I need a board like this with a rail like that, and the dad is like, oh, I have one of those, and runs down to the basement to get it. Yeah, that's exactly why we keep old stuff like that. So he just basically made a block, drilled a. Ugh. Wait, did you drill and then cut? I'm assuming. Did you just drill a bunch of sequential holes and then cut it to size? It looks like that'd be the easier way to do it. Donjo conversion plate. Exactly for this diversion. Okay, sorry, this is like, oh, good job. Sweet. Wait, we're not done yet. Great job on the article. And then ABC's Panic Hardware by Devin with a Legion. And some kind of automotive crap. 20 years ago. Is there anything going on? Kim was just bringing up. That's pretty much it. Nice article. I'm going to add it to my pile over here. Kim was just bringing up. She was just looking at me and she's like, you know what time of the year it is, right? And I was like, what time of the year is it, Kim? And she goes, banner. And I was like, oh my God. And literally, it's just for my testing. I always have a choice. Well, my choice got limited because there's not as many online. I can either go to this or try to come up with some kind of online test, which is just crappy. I don't know if there's any options that I can still take. I guess I need to call the lady in charge of that and ask her, because what it boils down to, not that I don't want to go to Banner's thing or anybody's trade show, it just happens that Banner's is right before my licensing is due and I need the hour. So they got it timed out pretty well. So no favoritism or affiliation. If IDM would put one on, and it was, in New Orleans or whatever, then that would be fine too. But it's because of the timing, so it's just convenient. But long story short, it's the whole effing airplane thing, right? All about. I know it's the safest way to travel and blah 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 blah, blah, but yeah. I don't know. Kim was like, I can rent you a car and you can drive. Yeah, let's go back and see what's going on outside. Valentine's Day. Yeah, that's coming up too. Shit, that's coming up like really soon, isn't it? Isn't that like next week or something? Hold up. Let me pull the calendar up. It is. Shit. Shoot, I mean, gosh, I love Valentine's Day. Yeah, I don't. And I was like, well, I hadn't even seen. Is there an announcement? Have they announced something yet? Oh, I don't think they have. I don't know if they're even going to have one. I don't know. That's what I was just saying. Are you back in the continental United States, Kevin? Uh, are you somewhere still floating around with a Starlink? No, I don't know if they've even posted anything yet. And that's why I was like, I ain't worried about that right now. Ugh. I, it feels like my back wants to pop, but I know that'd probably be bad for it. Oh, I meant to bring in that old Corbin Russell. Where the heck is it? An Avis that didn't get used. An A-buy that didn't get used. Oh, you know how fate has it when you're trying to get things done, and I've always hated them, and now I hate them even more. Uh, in fact, I'm gonna go fix that issue right now. Where are you? Too bad y'all missed that one. You heard it though. You're like, what are you about to say, Jason? Spit it out. I'm getting to it. Trying to find one. Because I remarkably don't have any in this. Wait. No, not ain't that. Nope, not ain't that. I don't have any here either. So the cylinders that use these style of clip that had the stupid snap ring, you know what I'm talking about? They were aftermarket cylinders, and instead of a screw cap style. In fact, LSDA still sells them. I don't know if anybody else does, but they, yeah, so the snap ring holds in the tailpiece. Some of them had just a spring wire that was pretty much, it was kind of a permanent thing. It never really was supposed to come out of the groove it was in, and you would just angle the tailpiece. I believe that's the later version, but the earlier version had a clip that held the cylinder to the housing, as well as a external, very important, an external snap ring or retaining ring, whatever you want to call it, that held in that piece that I just showed you. Okay. So without that, the tailpiece will not stay in said cylinder. Guess what effing broke on my very last, second to last lock? Yep. And I was like, son of a. So the whole BE thing, we've been in, I've been in discussion. I don't know if I mentioned this. The BE thing is still up in the air on what you're gonna get when you order from LSDA. Apparently, they got a bunch of B in that was supposed to be BE, or BE in that was supposed to be B. So it's still up in limbo. I don't know about doorknobs, but I know on the levers. They decided not to get paper tags. Honestly, I hate these things because there's just you touch it and it's instantly yuck. What's up? What's up, Dave? Eh? Dave? Eh? Time for love locks. Somebody around here was. Who was it? Somebody pretty damn close to here. Oh, Byron. Was it Byron? There's a Byron Swinging Bridge was like, we're ready for y'all to come put your love locks on our bridge. We're love lock. I don't even think they're love lock ready. I don't think they probably factored it in that somebody in their organization. Anyway, long story short is I don't have any of those clips. It's not a standard like run to the hardware store and buy a clip. They're special. They're special. They got a little tab in the middle. They're stupid ass clip, and it broke on me. And now I see that I really don't have any spares uh, for that at all. I probably do. Hold on. Oh, here. Oh God, I'm so sorry. I thought I had some rustling cylinders, some actual rustling cylinders over there. That are getting kind of flappy out there today, huh? Oh, all the shit's going that way too. Uh, do I need to go weigh my signs down? I need to go weigh my signs down. When it gets flappy like that, it can. They're shaking, aren't they? Shit. Where'd this wind come from? Oh, it's snowing. It's snowing white stuff outside. Why is it snowing outside, y'all? Jesus. So, where's all this white shit coming from? I don't have my mobile microphone on, but hold on. I know I saw white shit floating through the air, but it ain't there anymore. Look, y'all, one of my last. I didn't see it when I went out there, but there was definitely white crap floating around in the air. Looked like little cherry blossom bud things, little white rosebud looking things. It's not snow. It looked like it was like white flurries, and that's typically from a tree. But there wouldn't be a tree with all those white. Could have been styrofoam. It happened. It was so funny when this hotel when they were doing their exterior. It looked like that. That's what it looked like. It was like styrofoam floated all down the street. It was literally snowing in the middle of the summertime. But that was weird. Look, I found my sole remaining Klein 32581. Is it unbroken? No, wait. No, that's got a chip. No, that's not. That's just dirt. Oh my god. I have an unbroken Klein screwdriver still left in the bottom of my mobile kit bag. And that's why. It's because I never use it. It's underneath everything else. So sweet. But again, the rubber handle was so like slippy rubber handle. In the meantime, I've started using those drivers that we opened a couple of weeks ago. Full swing with those. Not so much the number one driver yet, because speaking of, I didn't bring my electronic screwdriver back in after I used it. That is, I've done decided the vessel, all the electronic screwdrivers, they are just not field screwdrivers. Even screwdrivers in the field at your vehicle, which technically is no different than sitting at your bed, they just, it's just definitely a desk screwdriver. At least mine is. It's just, I don't know. I can't get into it in the field, use in the field. It's too bulky to use. Unless you're right there at a bench. Dogwood. That's what I meant. Yeah, those things. Yeah, it's definitely not snowing here. They're saying it's supposed to get cold again. What's up, Graham? They're saying it's supposed to get cold again, but we're not gonna have any like snow or anything. It's way too warm for that. While I'm here, I'm gonna take a sip of my Mississippi Cold Drip, which you can purchase at mscolddrip.com. As always, I am sipping on a little concoction of salted caramel, which is my favorite. And I'm kind of feel like I'm a little dehydrated too because I didn't have any coffee or anything throughout the day like I normally do, or a drink, period. Because I was stuck in one spot all day and I didn't stop from like 8:30 to 4:30. Boom. Get there, stay working all day, not really stopping or anything, back and forth, back and forth. Parking and paying for parking, I swear, after my experience with their new meters downtown, because I hadn't done that before most time, and I could have parked in the garage and not had to pay at all because I had a code to get in the garage. But because this was a large area, I was like, I'm just going to park on the street and suck it up. Boy, that was a mistake. They charge it's a 35% fee. 35 cents on the dollar to use your credit card for every dollar. 35% charge. Any more songs? Yeah, if I had time. I had time. When I had time, I didn't have any plans to do that at said time. Yes, there are plans for more coming out. But I swear to God, if they try to do that bullshit here, I will be out there. That's a city meetings and everything else, along with quite a few of us. We're not gonna do it, but we're gonna storm the city hall with signs that say, "No, don't even think about it. Forget it." I get now why people have such issues with it down there. It's so stupid. And if people bitch about the service fees, and they're just gonna be like, okay, well, flat rate of $1.50 per minute or per hour. '78 is going to get cold again Tuesday. Is that when they're forecasting? I haven't looked at the forecast lately either. I mean, I haven't been there. When I get here, like, I'm not here when Kim gets here. And as soon as I get back here, she had left. So I've barely even seen her. Work wise. That's not the weather app. Okay, there it is. 75 right now. I could wear shorts. I'd be fine with shorts on. Where's the 10-day? Oh, holy smokes. 37 to 68. That is funny. So, not tomorrow. After next week's live. So, next week's live is going to be 77. It'll be today, 80 degrees. But what I was saying is after next week's Saturday morning live, the Monday after that, the low at night's going to be 32, and the high in the daytime is 49. So that's 50 degrees, which is chilly here. A little too chilly for us. But, you know. But that's not for another week and a half. And it doesn't go beyond that, so I don't know. I don't believe it. I don't believe it beyond like 2 days. I have a feeling we're fine. We're good. If it freezes, it'll do it in like late March or something stupid. Monday's supposed to be 1 for a high. You're from California and still getting used to this cold and snow. Stop it. Stop. Oh, stop it. My clicker got caught. Jason, have you tried the... Okay, hop skippity, what's up? Have you tried the Diablo Snap Lock plus Arbor Mandrel thingy? I have not done that because I had just bought a shitload of mandrels and drill bits right before they came out with that, and it pissed me off because I was like, were y'all trying to get into a wreck out there? Fucking slow down. And it pissed me off because I had just bought a bunch of new mandrels. I went on a buying spree a while ago for some Linux. I wanted to get Linux and Milwaukee and kind of see which one I liked better. One of them is actually sitting around here somewhere because the Allen screw got rusted, and I think it was the Linux. And I was like, at the time, note to self, go buy another Arbor Linux branded one. Oh, they're going to the cleaners. So long story short, no, I have not tried. Do you like them? Poppy, you still here? Snap Lock Plus. I got to look at it. I remember right when they came out. Looks like Northern Tool for Milwaukee. So the feature of that, if I'm not mistaken, just by the name of it, is a quick release, snap in and snap out. They may have actually been out when I went on that Arbor buying spree at the time, but I feel like I don't need a quick lock snap situation like that because I have always had multiple like in my truck, and I still haven't replaced my damn plastic. I hadn't had time to go find a suitable snap type bend for my 2 1/8 inch saws. I guess I'm gonna have to get like a Plano clear top version. I'm just trying to decide on what size to get. Because I always have two of everything, and I'm not gonna snap it apart when I'm on a job. I'm just gonna toss it aside. My frequent thing to do, my just natural course of drilling and installing if I have more than one door, is to have two saws going. When one starts to heat up, switch it out to a different one. And or if it's two different kinds, depending on the steel, I might go with the coarser tooth Milwaukee. I don't like those carbides. You know, Milwaukee sent me a bunch of carbides when I bitched about their... Give me that old rig. I'm sticking... I don't like the carbide tooth. It's too coarse. Don't like it. Maybe great for other stuff. Concrete filled frames, heckin' yeah. But give me the finer tooth pattern of their regular over their carbide, just a note. But they each have their own, you know. I've got them both, so it really, I'm gonna keep arbors for each one. And if it gets rusted to the point, then I'm just gonna cuss the company and bitch about my character. It's really my fault if it's rusted. That's my fault. But you know, you can blame it on the company, right? So. And just go buy another one. I'm not going to buy. I don't even think I would. I don't have a need to snap lock it in and out. I'm just gonna stick with my regular arbors. What's up, City Lock? The arbor breaks on me a few times through heavy use. Every time I go in our Northern Tool, I walk out empty-handed and dissatisfied with myself. I don't know if that's just me or what, but... And I only go in there. I don't go there because they're right by an AutoZone and I have to stop and get my power steering fluid. Jay, if you're here, shut up. But knock on wood, that's doing really well. Oh, you got some frosty coffee drinks here. I don't know what y'all you outside. Yeah, I just leave feeling unsatisfied. I don't know. They don't have shit in there that I want. They do have Milwaukee. Now, take it back. Now that they've started carrying Milwaukee before that, but now it's like unless you're going for a Milwaukee something or other, they do. I got to give them credit for their uh, acceptance of the Milwaukee line, while simultaneously getting irritated about their disassociation with the Nipex line, which is understandable. It was a surprise that that ever even showed up at that company. Uh, Scored some good deals on it. Got me a power wire cutters. You got one, you haven't used it yet. Most adapters come with a... And another thing, isn't it overly large? That's, most adapters come with a limited range, so I just have one fixed each. So that too, yeah, like the 1 inch and the 2 1/8 inch are two different arbors. And then there's some that have pegs, and then some you actually for a while ran a large wholesale and a small arbor, just for the sleekness. I know, super safe, Jason. Good job. But I'm pretty particular about the size, and some of those swappy outy things. It's nice for the 2 inch to 1 inch swap out. Yeah, I just grabbed the other one that's already got a and chuck it up. That's not something I would ever change. I mean, I guess so. To each his own. Harbor Freight will be carrying Milwaukee and DeWalt within 4 or 5 years. I wouldn't be surprised. I wonder if this is still halfway warm. It is. I've been needing to get back to Harbor Freight too to get another rolly thing since I bought a rolly thing because I needed a rolly thing and then used the rolly thing, so now I needed a new rolly thing. But yeah, probably not because they copy so many people. I doubt it. They've made their name with the Icon brand, so I do like my Linux. I got to give it to some Linux. Harder to get chunks out, better for metal doors. What do I usually use the Linux for metal doors and the Milwaukee for metal and wood. For the heavier metal doors, I think I like the Linux bits better. Used to use Blue Mold back in the day. Those were fine tooth. So that was better for like heavier steel doors. Back in the day when they made doors out of real metal instead of this thin shit they're making them out of now. Right? I think I still have a couple of brand new Blue Molds sitting around somewhere over there. They were so blue. So blue. On that same note, I did have a Linux bit break on me and it scarred up on a 1 inch pilot bit. I was pretty irritated about that. May have been my fault. No. They don't, unfortunately. Jay and I can both attest to that. Or we both agreed to that. No whole sauce from them. I hate to say it because I like some of their bits. Let's just say their cobalt in their drill indexes and all the cobalt just regular twist drill bits. A1. I love those. Those bits are great. Whole saws, absolutely not. Never buy another one again. Spade bits. Not really. Like, no. Erwin, bring back your pointy nubs. Oh, fuck you, Erwin. Taking away your pointy nubs. and no self-starting stuff. But yeah, don't try the hole saws. That was a epic fail. Sorry, sorry, drill hog. Spider crap. I haven't tried the spider crap, so I've heard not so great stuff about it either. You like the Bosch, baby? They all have that self starter now. It's like you can hit capital place. You can, I guess you do. Some of you do like use those, but I I don't like anything that drags me along with it. Like I'm here to control you, not get sucked through on your own. No, I'm in control here, David, not you. Bring back the double, excuse my language, but the double titty drill bits, because that's what they were. They had little notches on, little teats on each side. Pull to exactly. They can pull right into the glass. What's going on here? Hey,
Hey, man, how you doing?
good.
I got a key to fell apart over here. You give me anything but this to my pickup. And I went and bought some parts the other day. He said, ain't nothing wrong with your truck, man. That should probably my truck ain't trying. I'm gonna put parts on it. He put some parts on it yesterday.
So it's not cranking?
Yeah, I put a ignition. What's it called? The ignition thing on. I've been come a gear one slide. He got in there and checked the star. He said, no, he looked at the key. That's why your truck ain't started. I don't know. Started St. Sweet put on it. He checked the starter yesterday and he came up with that. But that key been doing that for a while.
Well, it's definitely not supposed to be in this condition.
Yeah, I had some work done on my motor years ago and I'm the mechanic wrapped it up with tape. Should have paid attention to it then. I got a serial number off it. I'm a tag number and everything.
No, none of that's going to help if this can't read it as a chip. So let's see what happens. Because if it doesn't, you'd have to have somebody come out to the car, and something tells me it's damaged. That if it's not cranking your car, but I can answer that question right now. It does pick it up. It's 65 plus tax.
God damn, let me see it. Oh, let me see it.
But
Oh, let me see
just because that doesn't necessarily mean if this is picking it up, it should be picking it up in your car too. So it doesn't sound like it's a key thing. Yes, this needs to be replaced because you're going to lose it, and then you're really going to be out of luck. But that doesn't mean you're going to be able to go back there and crank it with. I'm just cloning what's here. So if it doesn't crank after that, then it's something else wrong with it.
Yeah.
But yes, you definitely still need another one.
I drove all over the mouth. I don't think I got to see 40. I don't have 60 with me. No way. I had to come back.
Okay. Let me, hang on. All I've got here is Scotch tape.
Okay. But it's picking it up, huh?
Yeah, it's showing as a key, so it could.
Fell apart, ain't it? Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
We found these right here at the little better thing.
Oh, okay.
So we just brought them.
Thank you. Yep, we will hold them if somebody comes after those. We will verify them. Thank you. So somebody dropped two. I can go back to my camera to answer my own question. Okay, note to self. I thought I was on vacation. Note to self, Jason. Go back on your cameras and find the owner of said two blue keys. And these also are not. We don't sell these rubber caps. Are these our keys? No. How dare you get keys that are not from us? Interesting. This is a master key setup. Nope. Where's the box of keys? Oh, there they are over there. Now I'm gonna leave them up here. I actually do have one guy looking for a purple carabiner. That's not a purple carabiner with a Toyota key on it. Yeah, I imagine he would love to find his key. Jason's Lost and Found Key Service. How can I help you? Yeah, what you said, cable guy. No, I got an itchy nose. I was gonna find out where she got it, and then I realized when I went out there to ask her that I could literally go back and go on the camera to see where she picked it up from, and then go back and see who dropped it. Can I save this person's? Yeah, it'd be funny. I could. Can you save it in this program? Edit. You can edit. No, I don't want to edit. Never tried this. Oh, okay, I just lost it. Okay. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, don't lose your key, bro. But say there's a way to save that. And he came back and I was like, the whole head broke off. I'd be like, oh yeah, it was 65, but I can make it now for you. It's just gonna cost you 155. So people can see their key. Now they have to verify with us whose key it is. We have a fair number of them, as well as a key coffin over here too, with deceased people's keys in it. It's weird. It sounds weird, but people that were relevant to us. Yes, say because he will probably be back. I lost it. It's gone. It was here and then it was gone. Easy come, easy go. Should have taken it when you were here. There's an ATM right there, right across the street. We're conveniently located to an ATM. Jason, you're looking at doing a little bit of automotive keys. What cloning tool do you use? Well, let me tell you, I'm an expert in this field, so sit back, pull up a chair. No, I have no fucking clue. This mini tool that Jay sent me, he was just like sick of me seeing me use my RW4. I had an RW4, but I didn't have the smart box. That thing was expensive and a piece of shit. And he was like, dude, you need to be using super chips. So he sent me this stupid little thing. And then, yeah, that's helped a lot. And I have that old a couple of old things like the big like T100 type, eBay shit that we just, yeah, X-Force mini thing. Uh, it's way better than the RW4, but still limited. I mean, we only really do Fords, Toyota, and what's the other one? What's the other one? And more Fords and Toyotas and more Fords. Supposed to be able to do remotes. Like, I cannot for the life of me make it do a remote. I know you auto guys are laughing about this, but for the life of me, like I've tried with an identical, like they sell these Ford looking remotes. I've tried with a Ford looking Ford remote, and done everything like I was supposed to. Even with assistance from Jay tips, I was like, couldn't get it to work. I don't know why. I don't know, my thing just doesn't work. Yeah, and then I noticed somebody was like, "Yeah, Jay's not here. I guess he's out ice fishing or something." Then I realized, you know what though? I don't have any more of those glass chips, and I saw somebody asking about this somewhere. Was it Reddit or something? They were saying some certain of those, and it makes sense because back in the 2000-ish range, shut up, trying to film, the antenna was weaker, so you had to have that glass chip instead of the super chip. And we always were doing glass chips when we were using the RW4, and never had a problem with it. But those chips are expensive as hell. And then I realized, yeah, shit, I do need to keep a couple of those glass chips and my RW4 wherever the hell I put it. I think I boxed it back up in its OEM box. Because auto sucks. Auto sucks. Now, I was thinking about buying the Max version of that. To try to get it to do remotes better probably would maybe help with the remotes. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a mental block against remotes. I just thought it was hilarious that I tried the most common, whatever that most common Ford remote thing is. In fact, I got it sitting over here somewhere. Couldn't get it to work. I tried cloning it to several different cars using different methods, but even a Ford to a Ford exactly the same. Nope. Nope. Nah. Yeah, it is quiet. Oh, let me see what this notification says. What time is it? This has been a nice vacation for me. Oh, stupid shadows. Whoa, careful there. Crunchies. Beware of the crunchies. Don't get crunchied. Please hold. I'm monitoring something else right now. I have totally emptied my pinning kits too. Out of an oddball size that I don't use that often. Oh, okay. That's what that was. So I gotta restock that. Because honestly, I think I'm going to do that from now on whenever I run across these old Corbin systems is update them The only reason I did is because I had a brand new wheel compared to my old ass CW14 wheel. And I didn't really want to screw around with, because you have to convert, and then you have to deduct two, except for a zero cut, and it doesn't deduct. It's so backwards, and this made it so simple. And having a new wheel, cutting nickel silver original keys, and aftermarket keys, it made it a breeze. I've got like 8 notifications going off, so hold on for me just a second. Crunch is the best way you've reached your destination. Crunch! That curb claims. See, here. So yeah, if y'all get a chance this weekend, do your test. If there's a due date and you're not able to do it anymore, then just wait. If you were one of those that just didn't have time, don't worry. I'll figure out a way to extend it or reissue it. In the meantime, I've got to catch up on YouTube as I posted in the community post. I apologize for not putting any new content out lately. I suck. But I have, when I came back in yesterday afternoon, Kim was like, so you're booked up until Wednesday right now. And I was like, oh, did I tell you I needed to replace the overhead closer for our customer that just approved it? And I was supposed to do that, like, I've known about that since the beginning of the week, and I just hadn't had time to do it. So I was trying to get him scheduled for Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. It's a corporation. An overhead closer that I've already done 2 of their doors. And theirs has a fun little trim that has to be removed to take it out. It's a little bit different than normal. Luckily, the door doesn't have to come down, though. You just got to remember the trick. That's one of those where you always got to remember that one little trick to get it to connect, and you don't know until you're standing on a ladder staring at it going, oh yeah. You tried to do the first test, but all the answers looked like 10 Tumblr. Oh, I get it. Review the videos. There's no time limit. You can be like toggle back and forth. What I would do is like open it in like either a Safari, like one different browser, and then in another browser have your YouTube up, and even on a phone you can just switch back and forth. Just that's pain in the ass, isn't it? It's for real, like schoolwork, such a pain in the ass, right? With an hour more drive to get there. Yeah, that's a sucky drive. There are 4 onboard procedures to program for. People give up when the 8 times ignition cycle does not work. I had one that I went to. Do you mean the comment? Yes, I meant the comment 3 or 4 button. I don't know why it wouldn't. I've tried on several. Never took. Different ways. We got, what was it? I'm not talking about the ones that are already ready to be on board program. I'm talking about the super chip versions, just to be specific. Yes, no, I've never had trouble on board program. I don't know why. I don't know what the reason was. We were trying to do it that way. Probably because I didn't just have any at the time, because we don't really do remotes. One of my wrong answers, number of times, was like, somebody didn't watch the video. You caught me. Yeah, it was that one of my replies. Somebody didn't watch the video. Well, it's boring out there. You see, you should assume. I figure at least 50% of those you should just assume. This is Jason talking, so it's not going to be 10, which is the amount of pins in the cylinder. That doesn't make any sense. 849 or whatever the answer was is the only logical answer there. I mean, for real. Commercial. Just door fight. Did I tell you about those 12-foot doors from Canada that have been discontinued? So a contractor buddy of mine that I've known for close to 3 decades now. That's a long time. Guy gave me a ring the other day and was like, will there be an antique lock series? There already is kind of an antique lock series. 12-foot tall, almost all glass, residential doors with concealed hinges of the sort that I've never seen in my life. Imagine, if you will, me just scratching the shit out of that scab on my hand from shoving my hand in my pocket trying to. I lost so many lorry wrenches this past few days. Well, now, mind you, I don't get along with doors and hinges. 12-foot double doors, mahogany. Yeah, this house. This is like a millions dollar house. 2 of them. For the most part, it was full glass, so it still had panes, but they were big ass panes in each door. So full panes with super narrow trim using, of course, multi-point hardware. 12-foot multi-point. GU to be specific. Undoubtedly special ordered. So, oh, and by the way, if your email and can be associated with your name through the classroom, you don't have to verify it. I know. Only if it doesn't match your name at all. So, multi-point hardware, 12-foot double doors. The hinges had a rod, one about 1/4-inch diameter brass rod that it went into the door. All I could see was a bullet. Imagine like all you could see was this going into the door itself. So you could see there was a brass object about that size going into the door. Okay, got it. The frame side, same thing. Like one here and one here. So on the frame side there were 2. On the door side there was 1. And there was, I would say, 10 of those hinges, 8 of them possibly, on each door. I don't know what this went into the door. It was totally concealed. All you could see was this guy going into, and then the hinge post, of course. So you had the post, you had the 2 here, and then the 2 into the door, or the 1 into the door. How it held up these big ass doors is some Canadian mystery, because we were both have never seen. I punched out a hinge pin because it had like a slit in it, and the contractor thought that it was an adjustable hinge, and you could take a screwdriver and just do. He's like, but I'm not having any luck. So come help me, Jason. And I was like, I don't do doors, damn it. And he was like, but I need help. And I was like, fine, asshole. Nothing happened. pop it out. It was a hinge pin with a slot down the middle of it. So by me shoving a screwdriver in there was actually spreading the hinge pin out and making it even firmer. So I was like, okay, that is not an adjustable hinge. It was dragging on the door on the bottom real bad. The other one was dragging on the top real bad. Literally no way. Both of us combined, he installed them. He put them in. They were already pre-done, but he's seen some shit. I've seen some shit. That was the first shit that I've seen like that shit. And I don't know what this was connected to in the door, but there ain't no way that it wasn't like, because the wood's like this maybe. But like all you could see was just something going in there. And now I don't know if there was a rod. So he went up on the ladder and woefully too short of a ladder and looked down, nothing on top to indicate any kind of hinge mechanism. How do you adjust a door that is like that? There ain't no way to do that at all. So I routered standing on top of a ladder to the top of a 12-foot frame on a 6-foot ladder. That wasn't even mine. That even made it worse. That's always sketchy to do. I should have brought mine in from the truck. But I routered the strikes in, and I had to router the trim. We had to pull up the weird ass threshold that you use. He had to take aluminum strip that was in the threshold that was dragging, and he had to take it back and cut it at his shop. I hope he got that taken care of safely. Yes, it was mahogany, so it got routed. So imagine standing on top of a 6-foot ladder. I'm 6 foot tall, and the ladder's 6 foot tall, and the frame's 12 foot tall, right? Okay. So there you go. I didn't have I assumed that he would have had an 8 or 12-foot ladder. Router in the upper strike, like that. Router in like this. So guess where that falls? I had my safety goggles on, of course, but I didn't have a full face shield. Really would have been nice to have a full face shield in the truck at the time, but I didn't have that because I really wasn't expecting myself to be. I was expecting to just adjust some self-adjusting hinges and like steady the door. So anyway, I routed out that, and we got the door actually working. I had to do the threshold on one side, the upper header on another. It rained mahogany fine, and a router, what routers do, it's all dust when said and done. So I was 50% mahogany dust at the end of the day there. He was at the time, he was just like, I can chisel it out. I'm like, yeah, but I can router. I'm pretty decent freehanding shit. Talk about freehanding some shit. And then the strike wasn't, the deadbolt was not engaging right, so I had to freehand deep router it with a standoff because it had a stupid ass trim around the door edges. Overall, yeah, great set of doors. And when all was said and done, I was stepped back and I was like, it's not even at all. It was so obviously out of whack. I was like, he goes, so it locks, right? I said, yep, it fucking locks. So that's all we can do. Yeah, all locksmithing. Just when you think you've seen it all. So now I have experience with whatever kind of hinge that is. It's like we tried contacting the company, we tried finding service reps that were familiar with it. Nobody knows anything about this door. I was like, well, I know it's a multi-point, and I'm pretty damn familiar, unfortunately, with working with multi-points. So he's like, that's why you're here. Because He's like on that level of in his trade of getting those fun problems that everybody else has either failed or doesn't even want to try. He has that reputation, and I feel like that kind of falls on me sometimes too in my world. You know, the shit that nobody wants to deal with, or I'm fucked up too much. Sorry, excuse my language. If the doors aren't square, no idea. I would love to see. No, I wouldn't. I don't care anymore because I hope I never have to deal with it again. But I would love to see what's going on in that door. X-ray vision. What's in there? What's behind? What does that door conceal? Because it has to conceal some kind of rod. And how would that even work? Like, it can't just be supported by the wood. So there has to be some kind of metal connection on the inside of that door, like wood, like something in here that pin is going into. So I'm thinking that they drive they have a drill hole and they drive a metal rod down it that's got holes in it, possibly. That's all I'm thinking. So this is what I'm thinking. And then dowel in the top of it, smooth, stain it, can't tell it's there. So there's metal rod. I guess we could have tried a magnet, unless it was brass, because the hinges were real brass. So, and then they would like shoot the door into the spot, and once it's there, and then shoot it into the frame. But how does it hold? How would it not slip out? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. It's a mystery. Hey. Multi-point. Every time I say a multi-point, that's what I hear in my head. Multi-pass. Multi-pass. The redhead chick on help me here, people. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Multi-pass. Yeah, that movie. We found your brass magnet. Still haven't found the brass magnet yet. Corbin Dallas. Yep. Fifth Element. Thank you. Thank you. I should know. It's like one of my favorite goofy movies. I'm very sad now. Well, I've got more. I can go get more. Probably will. And I'm probably gonna get out of here early today because I'm exhausted. I'm actually gonna take the rest of the day off. Perhaps. Because while I do need to do some video stuff, I don't know if I have. I don't know if I have. Hold on. Let me go over here for a second. Oh. Corbin Wrestling. Pre-System 70. Farewell. We are not in the 70s anymore. It's my favorite. Yeah, it's my, aside from the obvious, yeah. Nakatomi Bruce. That's my second favorite. I don't know why I couldn't think of Fifth Element. Multi-pass. Two. The new system. Much better. I was even able to two-step it. Or two-step it. Avoided the thin pins. Whenever you roll up into an old system, and a hospital was similar to what he was talking about earlier. Whenever you roll up into an old ass system like that, you got to take 5 things into consideration. 1, chambers are going to be fucked up, fluffed up. The chambers are going to be fluffed up and chamfered, etc., etc. I can't tell you how many of these that I did were slightly chamfered, some were heavily chamfered. Some of them had bottom pins flipped upside down all the way down in. May have been me at the time to match up something. Probably wasn't, because I very rarely do all of them like that. It's usually only 1 or 2 chambers when necessary. But some of these doors had not been touched in well before I started doing stuff for this customer. So no telling how long they had been there for. Very low security areas, just random like utility closets, stuff like that. But yes, I will, if I can help it, never go back. If I've given the opportunity to change the system, definitely go with the new style. Printouts from the old Corbin Russell manual, which is available online at Corbin Russell. I don't know if it's still available. Is it just me, or can you not find is it really hard to find the ILCO key guide anymore? Since they changed their website where they want you to like look it up through their database. And I hadn't tried lately. I don't know if it's been corrected, but last time I looked for the ILCO keyblank guide, it was extremely hard to just download the PDF. So yeah, I printed out everything. This is pretty much all having to do with Corbin Russell. If you like Fifth Element, watch Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. Yeah, I'm never going to remember that. What are you doing, dude? It's not appropriate parking spot. Not sure the new key guide actually added anything of worthwhile. I know. Valerian and the City of a Okay, I'm going to remember the City of a Thousand Planets, but I'm not going to remember the first part of that. Oh, Lord, dude, please don't hit the other car out there. I don't know if you're coming in here or not, but to use the app, I know, and it sucks. I'd much rather just download the catalog as a file on my phone, which I thought it was downloaded on my phone. Come to find out, maybe it wasn't. So, what are you doing, bro? Are you coming in here, or what's going on? What's your... All right. So this is the 4th back in and out. Oh, no. Make sure he's not coming in here. Ready? Four times. Mm, mm. There was one question earlier to me. I wasn't trying to ignore you, but yeah, it's getting late in the day. What's up, Jimmy? All right. What was before I was going on and on about whatever I was just last going on. I can't remember the comment. What was it? Favorite locks to work on, will there be an antique lock series from MSC? There kind of is. There's an antique category. It's not really a series though. I mean, it's got its own playlist. And thank you for the reminder, Rune. But there definitely will be a commercial, light commercial version of that one day. Depending on I'll probably still do the videos, not necessarily the class, depending on I don't know. Like I said, I haven't been to the class. The teacher's been out, so I got to come back in and like that's in fact while we were sitting here, I saw a couple of posts. So I got to get in the classroom and start like sweeping up and like finding out who's been spitballing my desk. So sticking gum in my drawers. So once I get back in the classroom, which I don't really want to do that this weekend, but I probably will have to. Honestly, it sounds like a good Monday morning thing. Best movie ever is Spaceballs. I'll agree with that. See, your Schwartz is as big as mine. Fun fact, but back in the ye old days when you had to pay, when there wasn't digital TV and all that, the only movies that I had on VCR in my bachelor days, living by myself, was Spaceballs. So, well, I had two or three. What was the other one? I didn't watch them nearly as much. Spaceballs was pretty much just rewound and played over again. Rewound and played over again. Because I couldn't afford cable. Like where I lived at the time, you couldn't get any kind of like bunny ear antenna type stuff. So it was Spaceballs over and over and over again. There was another one. Cocoon was another movie I had. And I don't know why I just didn't go buy it. I know why. It was because it was like, VCR movies were pretty expensive, and going and renting them was pretty expensive. And Be Kind and Rewind. I did end up with some Blockbuster movies after the fact because ours closed down when we had them. It's like I had to go rekey there, and they were like, there's things everywhere, and the administrator of it was like, it's all going in the trash. And I was like, oh, look, there's a title. So I have like two out of a whole store's worth of movies. I got like two Blockbuster movies. And then I had like four from before that we had actually rented out. And that was like during the time they were like, this one just suddenly closed. And everybody was like, wait, you're closed. What in the hell? VHS players no longer made. I've probably got a VHS player somewhere. I don't know where, but please hold. And then we're going to go ahead and finish off today's Saturday Morning Live. It's time to go, isn't it? 12:53. 12:53. Party. Are y'all hearing that? Because see, I don't hear that at all. What's going on? What's going on out here? Please hold. Please hold. Oh. Okay. Oh, I know why that's bothering me, because I didn't silence it. So did y'all hear any music when you fired off the party there? Thank you for firing off the party, David. Not hearing the party through. We had to take off a few of them because I was getting hit with copyright strikes. I'm finding out slowly but surely. No music. I'm finding out slowly but surely. It's because I had to remove a lot of the music, because I know that's exactly why I turned it off through JBot. Because what was once okay is now not okay. So somewhere between then and then, I'm getting copyright strikes on almost all my videos from 2023, 2024 for the lives, for the music. So what happens is, at the time, the licensing was cool. You know, like, it's like, yo, man, you cool to use this music. It's either unlicensed or licensed to us, whatever the case is. You cool. And then you do it, and then 2 years later, somebody comes along and buys this package of melodies that may sound very similar to it, or be it in fact the same one, and they're like, the evil music sound lords are going to control this, and they start slapping copyright strikes on it so that the revenue starts coming to them. So in the world of YouTube audio, if you don't use the YouTube approved stuff, and it's even happened with some YouTube approved stuff from back then, which is why YouTube gives the option to scrub music out of videos. It's exactly why. Patent trolls exactly is what it is they got, and they're like, haha, if, you know, one of the big YouTubers who pulls in a lot of views on a video, or if a video goes viral and we own that, we can get the revenue from that. And that's how these companies make billions of dollars, literally by just happening upon a set of music, getting it licensed, and then screw y'all. You had down Periscope. That was a good one. I couldn't get into any of the Twilight Zones. So, long story short, of a VCR, I'd still have some VCR version and they're back there. So once I do find an operating VCR, I'll have to watch those videos again. Pulling GM ignitions. God, I remember those days. What in a day that went by without me pulling a GM ignition? Every damn day. Or every other day at the worst. Lockforce music. I mean, technically, Locksmith Paradise is the only one that we're cool on. Thank you for that. We're gonna knock on wood and hope it remains that way. All the other ones had to immediately get nope. We're gonna pay the original owner. But we have also talked about original work. So we've got actually a couple of DJs. Look at that. Look at that. Right in the middle of my finger. Not the tip. You would think it's the tip, which are super tender. But right in the middle. How did that even happen? Just holding the cylinder, the act. Because when I rekey, I pull it out, and I guess maybe I run my finger over the top of it, or probably the pins rubbing. Oh, that's a weird spot. Funny you should mention that. That is one of my ideas for a music a video is that's it's just really hard for me to find a very quiet time, especially nowadays. No, it lets you scrub them when you do that. YouTube gives you the options. Oh, what I was saying is I bring that up because every other day I get a copyright strike. It doesn't affect my channel. It's just a notification. YouTube's like, you cool. Just letting you know we're taking away all your funding for the whole video. Any future monetary gains you have from this video are immediately gone. This 2-hour long video, because of a 30-second clip of music, even a 15, 4, 8-second clip of music, will commandeer the entire video. Boom, all revenue for the video goes towards to these people. So how is that fair? It's not fair. So YouTube gives you the option to remove music, remove the whole section, like it'll clip it out. So any video that you had done during that 30 seconds or whatever is clipped out, or 2 minutes, or they can try to trim out the music but keep the verbal. It's 3 different options there. YouTube will let you walk you through it. And then it takes like 3 days for it to automatically do its thing. And then you eventually will get remonetized on the video. I, for the most part, don't worry about trimming them out because they're old wives that never, they're not like their videos that were intending to go more popular than just us hanging out here. Because that's all we're doing, and we got to finish today's Saturday Morning Live by disassembling Lockforce disassembled. I hope everybody has a great weekend, though. Look at that, 1010101. Right on time. I hope y'all have a fantastic weekend. I'm going to go not do a whole lot of anything, okay? Because I kind of am a little tired. I'm just going to be like, came for the 8 seconds of music, stayed for the 2 hours of locksmithing. Thanks. Thanks, YouTube. Oh, there goes one of my parking spots. Yeah, y'all have a great weekend. And it better not. Is he going to take up 2 spots? He is going to take up 2 spots. Don't do it. No, he's a... I don't want to use the term VIP, but if I seriously roll my eyes into the back of my head and kind of heavily sigh, I would say there's no other way to put it. Heavily rolling my eyes about it, but yeah. But we're all VIPs in our own minds. Anyway, y'all have a great weekend, and we'll catch you next time. I'll try to get I'll try to get a little bit of grading done on that tomorrow while I'm lounging, because I can do that from the comfort of my chair, hopefully. But new content, heck if I know. It's not looking good, y'all. So just go watch a few older videos. I know that sucks. I suck. I'm gonna go to this and bid you adieu. Have a great weekend. No, wait.